Hello and welcome to the Advent of Automation, your personal 20-day guide to streamlining your BI workflow. This is day 20 of our series, and now that we covered so many great topics and features, it's time to talk about how to share the greatness we've created in Power Automate. Today we're going to explore a few beginner-friendly ways of sharing flows, and I will also call out options for more robust methods you can read about when you're ready to deploy larger-scale automation projects. With that said, let's dive in. Hello and welcome to BI-Lingual Analytics. My name is Roland and I'm here to guide you through the world of data, analytics and automation. If this is your first time around here, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons so you won't miss any of my tutorials. It means a lot to me and helps others to find content like this. First, we will cover how to allow others to run the flows we've created, whether it's a single user or an Office 365 group. Then we will explore how to add owners or co-owners to our flows. After that, we will look at how to send copies of the flows we've created. And lastly, we will explore the export-import method. We've got lots to cover, so let's head over to my machine. After creating our flow, we can start by adding people as run-only users. As the name suggests, this option allows others to run the flow. Think about the Power BI button click automation we created earlier. Without adding people as run-only users, they won't be able to trigger the flow. To do this, on the right-hand side of the flow's front page, click the Edit button next to the run-only users. Here, we can add either a single user, like Bill or CEO, or a complete Office 365 group, such as BI-Lingual Analytics All. Next, we need to define what connection should be used. The Provided by Run-Only User option will use the connection credentials of the user running the flow. This means the actions within the flow will execute under the context of the run-only user's permission and access rights. This is particularly useful when you want the flow to perform actions on behalf of the user, such as accessing the personal data or performing tasks that require their specific permissions. The Use This Connection option allows you to specify a particular connection that the flow will always use, regardless of who runs it. The connection is typically set up by the flow owner, like myself in this example. This is useful when you want to ensure that the flow always has access to certain resources or services and don't want to rely on the run-only user's credentials. For this demo, I'm going to select my connection. And just like that, other users will be able to run this flow. Now let's talk about co-owners. Compared to run-only users, co-owners have full control over the flow. Not only that, but they can also collaborate on developing the flow. This is super useful when we are working on complex automations, so someone else can log in and make recommendations to take the automation to the next level. Another great thing about co-owners is that they can access the run history of the flow, which means they can monitor performance and troubleshoot issues. This shared access allows for more comprehensive oversight and quicker resolution of problems. It also means that if the original owner or creator of the flow leaves, business continuity isn't compromised. The next option for sharing automation is sending a copy. This option is located on the ribbon next to the Run button. When someone uses a copy of a flow, there is no way for them to adjust its configuration during creation. The copy is created as is, but with that person's connections. I have to be honest here, I have never used this option. While it makes sense in theory and provides another way to share automation, I've never had a specific requirement to share flows this way. Most of the time I either allow users to run the flow under their name or set them up as co-owners. When more flexibility is needed, but I don't want to add people as co-owners, the export-import option are usually the way to go. So let's get back to Power Automate. Under the flow, click the Export button on the ribbon. This lets us export the flow as a package. We can name it. I recommend keeping the original name of the flow. There are multiple options for how the import should behave. Create as new. Use this when you're setting up the flow from scratch. Update. This is handy if someone else has asked for help with a flow and you want to send it back to them. Once exported, the other user can navigate to My Flows, select Import Package at the top, define the required settings, and import the flow. This method works well for sharing flows across departments or even countries in large organizations. A super user can create the skeleton of the automation, allowing each user to customize it with their own connections, licenses, and preferences. For example, they might configure it to send Teams notification in multiple languages after the flow runs successfully. In summary, provided by run-only user is ideal when the flow needs to act on behalf of the user running it, leveraging their permission and context. On the other hand, use disconnection ensures consistent access to resources regardless of who runs the flow. Adding co-owners provides full access to collaborate and maintain business continuity. Exporting and importing flows is a flexible option for sharing across teams. As I mentioned earlier, there are other, more advanced ways to share a flow. For instance, you can create a Power Automate solution which offers more robust sharing capabilities. Solutions aren't limited to a single flow. They can include multiple flows, apps, and other components. By sharing a solution, you can provide access to all included elements in a single package. This method is particularly useful for complex projects involving interconnected flows and components. Additionally, solutions support versioning and lifecycle management, making them ideal for large-scale automation projects. Another option is to create templates from your flows. Templates can be shared with others, allowing them to create their own flows based on your design. They are a great way to standardize processes and ensure consistency across teams. You can even publish templates to the Power Automate template gallery for broader sharing, although this process has become a bit trickier these days. And with that, we've covered everything I planned for this demo and for the Advent of Automation series. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and by the end of December, or whenever you complete the learning, you will have some great automation ideas to enhance your BI workflow. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below and I do my best to answer them quickly. Thanks for staying till the end. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, check out these tutorials to take your data, analytics, and automation journey to the next level. Until the next one, see ya!